Gunther, have you,
5 minutes until showtime.
But, one of you's over there.
Oh.
Hey, Joe. Va fa Napoli, huh?
He's got it. There it is.
Yeah! What happened? What happened? You kissed my girlfriend.
Tony, I'm trying to find that clip.
Four minutes until showtime.
Fanculo! Fanculo!
Three minutes until showtime. Two minutes until showtime. One minute until showtime. Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
In the summertime when the weather is high. Hot town, summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty.
Show, and there's nothing wrong with your set. That bright light that you see, it is not an eclipse. It is just Tony Bruno's noggin. I'm Stuart Scott.
Don't diss the dome, man. Don't let me hurt you, Stu.
No, it's jealousy because Ebony Magazine even said last year bald men are sexier.
No question about it.
Hey, Mark.
It's summertime, 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 summertime.
Are we on the air?
Yeah. I like it when the girls stop by in the summer.
Hey, you in the back with those French braids. What's your name?
You better ask somebody.
Albuquerque. I'm sorry. Drums, please.
Here it is, a groove slightly transformed. Just a bit of a break from the norm. Just a little something to break the monotony.
Here is Tony Bruno. Tony Bruno. It's time for the show. And do not attempt to change the channel.
Hello there, kids. You are looking live at global warming, already in full progress here on a What Up Wednesday. What is it? The middle of July already? What's the 18th, 19th? I've lost track.
19th.
It's the 19th, because yesterday, the 18th, was my mom's birthday.
That is correct.
Hello there. Welcome to the Tony Bruno Show podcast. And I know people are going to ridicule me for wearing a tank top, but my damn air conditioner's broken. I went to my mom's yesterday. Her air conditioner's broken. Why is it the air conditioner's always... It's like they always go right in the summertime. That's why now every store you go into, Lowe's, Home Depot, now they have like 1,000 air conditioners right in the middle of the floor. Have you noticed that?
I mean, and then up until just a few days ago, this air conditioner was too cold.
I know.
And now all of a sudden it's not working.
I think the compressor freezes up. And if we have an HVAC expert out there listening to the show,
help.
Please call us 717-363-TONY. 717-363-8669. I'm pretty good at and handy at stuff. But what happens is if you turn it off, see, when you know when there's something wrong with your, and this is a room air conditioner, but it's a big one. It does the whole first floor of our home. So it's probably 18,000 BTUs.
BTUs you pushing, Holmes.
18,000, bro.
18,000 BTUs.
I don't know, but
I'm packing 18,000 here.
You're packing 18-inch pythons too, bro.
It came with a house.
Wait a minute now.
And so
People,
we
if
haven't-
you're going to, before you start ripping, I got the gun show
I
full effect tonight.
I was ripping Tony earlier.
Fangula for all of you people. Listen, it's hot. I don't have air conditioning here. We're slaving over a hot microphone as my good
Tony
pal.
sat down. I'm like, you're wearing that? You're gonna really?
My good friend Tom Looney would say, we're slaving over hot microphones here as we do it live. It's the Tony Bruno Show mess. We got a lot to talk about today. And we got to start off by mentioning, and you know how it is with me. I don't talk about things. Rob, why are you playing the Lion King?
Why are you playing the Lion King?
Is that because I'm more like...
no, I'm playing the Lion King.
I'm like,
what's the dude's name?
I'm going to just ride out. It's like coming
What's the main dude's name? In
Simba?
Simba.
Yeah.
No, who was the father of Simba?
Mustafa.
I'm the Mustafa. Exactly. I'm the Mustafa of podcast. I'm not Simba. Simba was a little kid.
My computer's
I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm 40. Well, I'm a little older than 40. But we start off tonight's program, and as I was starting to say, before I was so symbolically interrupted, I only talk about things that I believe in. And before I even met Miss Robin, which was what? Now almost 9 years ago, before Luigi was even aware of his own existence.
What?
Let alone my existence. I was drinking quality wines out in California. I was drinking wine all my life. But when I moved to California, obviously, you know, the access to great wines is a lot more readily available. I mean, you can get wine anywhere now. You don't have to go to California.
When in Rome, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So I got to sample a lot of great wines. So I'm in a liquor store, and I see this Earthquake. I got into Zins back then, so I was sampling all Zins. And then I ran into the Earthquake Zin.
You were sampling a lot of things back then.
Well, of course. That's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? I'm sort of like the big three. It was me and two other women. Not stupid basketball games where guys say they're going to show up and people pay good money to show up and they don't play. We're not talking about scrubs here. We're talking about talent.
Those big three, everyone's getting off the bench.
The creme de la creme. And for those who don't know what I mean about the big three, you know what I'm talking about, Luigi. What the big three means to me. And what does it mean?
Two chicks at the same time.
Damn right. So I'm drinking a lot of great wines. And Earthquake's Infidel, without any question, is there any doubt in anybody's mind that this is my favorite wine?
No. I mean, it is
that doesn't mean it's the only wine I'll drink, but it's my favorite wine.
It is the favorite go-to consistent wine.
Absolutely.
I don't think, and you've since turned me on. You've turned
Luigi.
So many different people. Miss Jackie.
And I've taken Earthquake bottles. I mean, the big bottles.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere, to Catalina, to the British Virgin Islands. We've uncorked massive bottles of Earthquakes In by Michael and David Winery out in Lodi, California.
Well, they have always been the unofficial sponsor of the Tony Bruno Show. Actually, even before there was a Tony Bruno Show, just when it was Into the Night, they've been the unofficial sponsor.
Exactly.
Yeah, Daniel Basil on Facebook saying Tony looks like Vin Diesel in Fast and the Furious. Spitting image. I'm like, yeah. Fast and Furious 50.
Hey, dude, don't let me jump across this table here, punk. You know what I'm saying?
But
don't go there with me.
Yeah.
They're making it official.
Don't go there with me. You want to keep it real, you keep it real with me. Because I ain't for no games.
Damn right.
So Earthquake, Michael and David, they are
They're the Phillips brothers.
They've always been friends, and now they're the official. They're an official sponsor of the Tony Bruno Show.
It's my go-to.
Absolutely.
It's my go-to.
Luigi, we've had the Rapture, which is, I mean, they have so many great wines. And if you go,
The Ink Blot's great.
If you drink wine and you go into a fine wine store, or even like in the Pennsylvania liquor stores, they have Earthquake
They
Zins.
have a lot of them. They have the Seven
Freak Show,
Deadlies.
they have the Seven Deadly Zins. The upper end stuff, the Lust, the Rapture cabs. You're not going to find that in most stores, but that's why you go to the website,
Right, and then
MichaelDavidWinery.com. MichaelDavidWinery.com. Lodi. You can join their wine club.
About 6 months ago, Pennsylvania finally
Entered
joined
the 20th century,
Yes,
as we are now 17 years into the 21st century.
So most states you can do this already, and you can join their wine club. It is free to join. That's the most awesome part. And you
And
get
our
all the
great friend
benefits.
Stacy out in L.A.,
Yeah,
she joined the Michael and David Wine
and
Club.
she's now part of their reserve club as well because she's been ordering so many. But it is free to join the wine club. Go to michaeldavidwinery.com. Log in. You get all sorts of discounts. Their reds start at about $16, which is, actually a really great price.
Yeah, and they're great wines for $16.
And their whites start at $15 and up. And if you go, hold on a second, you can choose. Like, you can get just reds, you can get just whites, you can get mixed. You can kind of tell them what you want.
Let me pour a little right now.
There is absolutely no membership fee.
Pour a little more.
You can get all the wine shipped directly to your door, including
Wait, quiet for a second, Robert. Listen.
Oh, that's a great sound right there. I got to get that.
That's a live pour right there.
I'm gonna get that. Pour.
Let me do another live pour here. Pour.
Then you get 25% discount off of their bottle purchases
get that.
and wine merchants. They have some really. Do you know what they have? I actually think that I want to get my dad this.
Look at the color of that gin.
They have some kind of interesting wine merchandise, including a freak show bicycle.
Dude, I got to get me one of those.
It folds up and everything. It's so cool.
Speaking of freak shows, you know what I'm saying?
So,
my favorite kind.
Back to the big three over the weekend.
If you purchase a case, so that's 12 bottles or more, you get 35% off of their pricing.
Keep it coming, baby.
I know.
It's a long, hot summer ahead. Anyway, we want to thank Michael and David Weiner, our great buddy Paul Munoz out there, who's been there for how long? It's not Paul. I keep saying Paul Munoz. Paul Munoz is a friend of mine up in Connecticut, but the Paul Munoz at Michael and David's been there forever.
Yes.
And Michael and David Phillips, their family's been in the fruit, vegetable, wine business since the 1850s.
Correct.
Up in Lodi, California.
And then and this is, I think, the 6th generation of winemaking, if I'm not mistaken.
It is the 6th generation.
And
it's a fabulous product. I'm telling you, if you try a bottle of any of the earthquake products or Michael and David products, I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Luigi, what's your favorite? Seriously, you've had all kinds of Zin, right?
Oh yeah,
we sample Zins all the time.
I've had a few, but there's been nothing more that's been more consistent than the Earthquake Zin. It's the best $20 bottle of wine you could pick up.
Absolutely.
Seriously, I don't think twice. If I'm going somewhere and I'm going to have dinner, and I just know that I want to have a good bottle of wine, I don't want to take no chances, I grab a bottle of Earthquake and don't even forget it.
No doubt about it.
But unfortunately, up in Philadelphia, it's harder for me to find the Rapture, which is my go-to. It's a little bit more pricey, but
now you can have it
that's
shipped here. That's the best part. So we want to thank them, and we continue our tradition of Red Wine Wednesdays. We did Red Wine Fridays out in California.
Chin chin.
Chin chin. And salud.
Salud.
Eva fanculo, for those of you who do not like the program. But meanwhile, let's get this party started, shall we?
Phone number too, Tom.
I gave the phone number out twice.
Give it out one more time.
717-363-TONY. So back to the air conditioner before we commence with the proceedings. So the other day it was blowing hot, not hot air, but just not cold air. You can tell the compressor wasn't kicking on. It was just the fan. So I said, let me turn it off. Maybe it's freezing up. Because I believe when it gets too hot and too humid, sometimes the compressor freezes with the dampness,
right,
and then it becomes frozen.
But
instead of because it's supposed to the Freon.
Except that's not the dealio today because it's not.
Yes,
damp
it is.
out.
Of course it is.
No.
It's oppressively humid out.
Well.
And the weather's been hot everywhere. I'm not complaining about it's not the heat, folks. It's the stupidity that will get you every single time.
That is actually the name of the show tonight.
It's not the heat.
It's the
stupidity. And there's a lot of stupidity to go around for everybody.
And at this table.
At this table, it starts right here. And it permeates throughout the entire world.
It starts right there.
Anyway,
right here.
I turned the air conditioner off for about a half an hour. I turned it back on because I looked outside and it wasn't dripping. And I figured if it's not dripping, you must have quit. Oh, no, that's OJ. We'll get to him.
The juice might be loose soon.
The juice could be on the loose, baby. But anyway, so I turned it off, and then a little while later, I turned it back on, and boom, the compressor kicks on. It starts dripping water again. It's not dripping water right now, which to me means it's shut off. Now, do I have it back on, or is it off? Because it's like 100 degrees in here.
No, I turned it back on.
Is it blowing cold air?
No.
Then why did you turn it back on? Let it defrost.
I had it off for like half an hour.
I had to defrost my freezer downstairs this week also. I had the hair dryer out. You know, I have a stand-up deep freeze. And somebody left the door partially open. And then that became like it looked like the iceberg that just broke off in Antarctica the size of Delaware. Except I like that kind of ice.
Not vanilla ice.
No, not that, or not ice, the immigration and, what's ICE stand for? Immigration, something. I know this, and I can't think. Anyway, you know what ICE is. You know what the show is. You know what the number is. We got all kinds of action. We got baseball action. And yes, Luigi,
What? What do we got?
The Phillies are 32-61 now.
Don't call it a comeback.
93 games in. New life. Nick Williams has been brought up, and the fella out in right field is tearing the cover off the ball.
So we get all excited about him like we did about Don Brown now,
No,
Tony?
not Don Brown, by the way. Don Brown got so much hype.
Did he?
You know, Nick Williams was a second-round pick of the Texas Rangers.
Listen, Don Brown was the untradeable asset forever.
Yeah, he was the
gets
5-tool
brought up,
player.
He's a stiff.
He was a
Complete
stiff.
But he had a little flash in the pan moment. And I'm saying, let's just pump the brakes.
Oh, okay.
Let's pump the brakes.
But you're going to put Ben Simmons in the Hall of Fame and Joel Embiid in the Hall of Fame.
I'm not putting
but you
any-
haven't seen Ben Simmons play 1 second of NBA basketball.
I'm not putting
So
any of them in the Hall of
should
Fame.
we pump the brakes on Ben Simmons?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you're consistent with this.
No, of course.
I'm not putting Nick Williams in the Hall of Fame.
No,
I'm saying the guy's a good hitter.
No,
He's a good hitter in the minor leagues.
He's a good hitter now because there's no book on him yet, though, Tony. Remember, pitchers the second time around, it's not so
There's not
easy
going to be
anymore.
a second time around. They're not going to see a lot of these American League teams and teams that they've been playing.
Well, you'll see the Marlins plenty.
Yeah,
in the future.
but the bottom line is the guys played. I got the stats right here.
All I'm saying
stats don't lie.
I know they don't.
16 games, 57 at bats, 316, 18 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs, and 12 ribbies, and he plays a nice right field. I'm not saying the guy's a Hall of Famer. I'm saying for all the trust the process, it's now called trust the prospects. If you're a Phillies fan, it's trust the prospects. Everybody wants to see these kids come up, bring them the hell up, and let them play.
By the way, Tony, people are checking in saying that's customs enforcement for ICE.
Customs. Immigration and customs enforcement. Thank you. And if you have some ice, bring them in here tonight.
Joe Quillen and Dennis Taylor.
Steve Summerson checks in. He goes, 2 out of 3 is a 67 winning percentage. I'll take that.
Well, then Joe Quillen says, apparently the Phillies finally realized Meatloaf is right and 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Exactly.
Tony, listen, all I'm saying is that he's a young player who's come up. He's having some success early. Let's wait before we start, naming him Mike Trout.
Who is doing any of that? Who is doing any of that?
We're so desperate in this stinking town.
I'm saying that the young players, bring them the hell up and let them play.
No, but I understand that, too, but we're so desperate in this town for anything to cling on to right now. It's positive with the Phillies that we're just swooning over Nick Williams before he's done anything. Let's let him get 2 weeks.
Swooning? I'm saying the guy's playing great right now.
He is playing good right now.
And
Tony.
the team all of a sudden is playing better as a team.
Yeah, he's the turn.
Are they playing better as a team lately?
They won 2 out of 3. Whoop-de-frickin' do.
Are they playing better as a team?
In the last 72 hours, yes, Tony.
Am I saying they're going to win the World Series? No, they stink. But if you stink, at least they're giving people stuff. Unlike the Sixers.
On the road, unfortunately.
No, but they're giving away. You notice the giveaway nights.
Oh, the giveaway nights. Yeah, exactly.
And that's what you do when you're a young team and you're not very good.
Straight cash,
you don't
fans,
screw
14
people over like the Sixers did for 4 years.
Which was your biggest
false
problem.
promises, right. And now you got all these trusters, and I'll rip them tonight, too. These same douchebags.
I'm on board with you on
These same douchebags who bombarded me with tweets from their mom's basement when I had the audacity to question the process before anything paid dividends, just like I'm doing now with the Phillies. I'm not saying that they're going to win anything. I look at young players, and if they look good, I say, hey, they're looking good. But with the Sixer Truster troop, these trapezoids, still my favorite word of 2017, these trapezoids were like a bunch of little kids coming out when Mr. Softy Truck comes down the street. They all ran out because their Grand Poobah guy ripped me because they had the audacity to say that I didn't trust the process. But now all of a sudden, that LeBron James was saying...
By the way, he's butthurt all about your whole...
Who's butthurt?
The Grand Poobah.
I didn't rip him personally. I just ripped the whole...
But it doesn't make you... It was close enough as far as...
You know about Spike Eskin?
Yes, because we've heard from multiple people now that he's very upset.
Listen, it's not personal. I like Spike. And we have different opinions on the NBA. The difference is 90% of these guys who are experts now in the... Who are not just experts, but because they are Sam Hinkie lapdogs, guys who would basically crawl on their hands and knees to clean his toilet seat with their lips. They would lick his toilet seat. That's how much of a zealot bunch of douches these guys are. They're douchebags. I'm sorry. And so they've been criticizing and ripping me for giving my opinion. I don't criticize them for giving their opinion. I just disagree with them. And I hope all these guys that they have turn out to be decent players. And I hope Joel Embiid stops tweeting You know, everybody rips Donald Trump. Now this guy's crying about his rating in a basketball video game. Did you see the latest?
Yeah, I saw that. Everybody does that, though.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Karl Anthony Towns, who's a pretty good player, according to you, right?
He's a very good player,
yeah,
Tony.
So last year, Karl Anthony Towns was in NBA 2K, right? And you know what his rating was last year?
No, actually, I don't.
88, okay?
That's a
and he
rookie.
didn't have a problem with that.
He was a rookie.
He was a rookie, right? Now, Joel Embiid thinks he should be rated 95.
Well, they do take games played into effect.
Yeah, but he only played 31
That's
games.
what I'm saying. They take games played into effect.
So Karl Anthony Towns said today, disses Joel Embiid, jokingly. You know, most of this is fun, good-natured. It's not like, you know, I'm going to kill you, sucker.
Right, exactly.
But the problem, as I said before, I want Joel Embiid to succeed. But what he's doing now, the same thing that the president does, is that he tweets so much that it's going to be hard for people to root for him. If something goes wrong, if he gets hurt again, all of this stuff is going to come back to bite him, right? Because, listen, play a full season, and then, I'm not saying he can't go out and dance and can't go out and shag fly balls at the arse. I don't care about
live your
that.
life. Seriously, live your life. I mean,
yeah, I'm not telling him don't tweet. I don't tell Trump not to tweet. I don't care what anybody does. If you're not breaking the law, it doesn't matter. You know, you live with the consequences. People are going to fire back. They're going to rip you. They're going to disagree with you. But back to so Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns says, I trust the process of NBA 2K. They gave me an 88 last year. This year they bumped me up to 91 in the video game. I trust that process.
Of course.
He said I trust the process twice in talking about it. So he's having a little fun with Joel Embiid. But anyway, so now the process guys, their grand poobah, who is Spike Eskin at WIP, the program director. And I'm not knocking him because I worked there and I left. I had no problems with Spike.
No.
And I'm not going to rip the guy for his opinions. Just even though he sent his minions after me like a bunch of marauding jackals, like a bobcat on the loose in the streets of Arizona, attacking people. You see that video of that bobcat?
Yes. But I wouldn't say that you're not going to rip him. You will. You do.
No, I'm just going to say I don't understand his position. Ripping somebody is, you can disagree with somebody without becoming
hurtful or
without calling them names. I mean, douchebag, is that a name?
I've been called douchebag several times.
I think douchebag is a bag about it. Strapazoid, is that a name?
No. Strapazoid. No, that's not a name. It's catchy, though. I like it. I like it, though.
Well,
I'm a big math guy. I mean,
here's the thing.
I learned Strapazoid.
I was more of a trapper keeper kind of guy in school, but, you know, you want to go trapezoid, that's fine. Trapezoid.
I think that demographic is somewhat more sensitive.
They are?
Yeah,
because they're little crybabies?
It is the...
They're soft. That's what it is.
Nerds!
I was trying to be nice, Tony, and I think, but they are more sensitive, and so...
No, you know what they are?
That other
They're
people
disrespectful punks. Let me just say it. Let me just put it out there perfectly clear.
Okay, so we're not ripping them at all.
That's not a rip. There's a difference. You can disagree. They didn't disagree with me. They resorted to name calling and all of this other stuff. Okay, they resorted to insulting my intelligence and my knowledge, which far surpasses. I'll show you how bad their knowledge is. Their grand poobah, Spike Eskin, actually tweeted out the other night, and I only saw it because I saw these people responding to him, and I responded to him, but I didn't rip him. He suggested that he does not want. Now, Ben Simmons has been seen with LeBron James this summer, right? They've been working out together in Las Vegas, right, Luigi? You're a big guy who follows Ben Simmons and LeBron.
I don't follow him around, but I keep my tabs.
But you saw it. There's a picture of Ben Simmons and LeBron James out of the Summer League in Vegas, hanging out. Because
I know where you're going with this, so go ahead.
Ben Simmons has been called, the next up-and-coming LeBron James light.
He was drafted as the next coming, the LeBron light.
Yeah, and again, I hope he is.
Well, he's the prototype. I mean, he's got the prototype. He's got the body, the skill set.
But nobody can say he's going to be the next LeBron because there's only one LeBron, just like there's not going to be another Jordan.
There's only one Jordan, right.
I mean, there's only one Tony Bruno. Although there's a lot of them in a phone book, but there's only one me. Is what I'm trying to say, and let me be me.
Cuss.
Exactly. Thank you, Cuss. So, anyway, so he tweets out. Somebody suggested to him, I guess, that hey, LeBron James has been saying, I don't know, I'm not happy with what the Cleveland Cavaliers are doing this offseason.
No, he's not. Absolutely not.
Right? That's a fact, right? Yep. So he tweets that he's seen with Ben Simmons. So the thought was, which I've said all along, if you're a good team and you start moving up, you want to become a destination for the superstars who are the guys that could take you over the top. See Kevin Durant on a team that already had a beaucoup talent already on there. They were in 2 consecutive NBA Finals, won, should have won back-to-back, then go out and get Kevin Durant, who wanted to go there and win a championship.
Well, look at LeBron's first trip to Miami. Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh are there. The pieces are there. There's the landing spot right there.
And so while everybody thinks these trusters, the process guys, think that the only way to win is by tanking and bringing in your own talent, I'll even give you that. That helps. But guess what? If LeBron James says, I want to come to Philadelphia and join this group because I see the potential to win a championship here, he's not coming here to tutor Ben Simmons. He would come here if he did. Now, remember, it would be after next year.
Well, yeah, also, and Stephen Summerson does make the point that they do have the same agent, so it's not necessarily out of the question that they're going to be seen together. However, you do see these two together, and you start to talk and you start to think.
And so, as I've been saying for years, the only way you win a championship, and go back and check it out.
This is stats right here.
This is facts. This isn't opinion. This isn't I hope my team wins. This is you win when you have a good team, but you need that one piece. And you go back and look at the teams, and then look at the Boston Celtics. You know, look at the Lakers. Look at the teams that have won. What do they have? Superstars, and then they add a piece. What did the 1980 Phillies have? They had Mike Schmidt, Larry Bowa, Manny Trio. They had an unbelievable line. They were going to National League Championship game after National League Championship game. They were facing the Big Red Machine back in the days of the 70s, mid-70s up to 80. Phillies were knocking on the door. They needed one piece. And Pete Rose was available, and he had a chance to go to any team. People thought, and I remember because I covered this very closely, they thought he was going to the Kansas City Royals in 1980. He chose the Phillies. He comes to the Phillies, they win the World Series. So am I going to say, as someone who watched the 64 Phillies and watched the Phillies of the 70s, knock on the door and then finally win one by bringing in a player who was one of the greatest players of all time, the Hit King, to help them win? Am I going to say, well, that's not a legitimate championship? Nope, I can't accept that.
Well, listen, I mean, and you're using I'm using Philadelphia because obviously we're based here in Philadelphia and we know a little bit more about this part of it. But to trump that part, I mean, Moses coming was the biggest one. Moses is the biggest one.
That's the one I brought up to Spike Eskin.
Because talk about another team.
Spike Eskin says that he would not want LeBron James to come here as a mercenary to help the 76ers win because it wouldn't be pure. That's his opinion. That's fine. But it's also idiotic to suggest that. You're going to tell me if the best player in basketball, still in his prime, said, I want to come here and win a championship, that's not going to be legit because you want to see Ja develop, a guy who was your first round pick last year and is a stiff? That's not going to happen.
The whole point of the process
was happen.
The whole point of the process was to gather assets, to build, to tank, to get players in the lottery, acquire all these picks, cash in the lottery. Get hits, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, things like that, okay? To eventually become good enough to win a title. However, you're going to get to a point where you're good enough that you attract free agents to win a title. The point of the whole process was to win a freaking title. It doesn't matter how you do it. It's not going to tarnish it. Just because if LeBron comes here,
tanking was more of a tarnish to the franchise than bringing in a superstar to help Tony over the top to win a championship.
If LeBron comes here, right? If LeBron comes here and spends 3 years here, right? Mm-hmm. And Ben Simmons and Embiid and Fultz and all those guys, Sarge, and all these guys are still here. If he comes here and we win a title in the next 3 years and LeBron leaves after 3 years, does that ruin Ben Simmons?
Absolutely
No, absolutely not. No,
that's why it's an insane.
It became a landing spot.
That's why the trusters have pretty much just I'm not saying they all walk in lockstep with him. He's the Pied Piper. They're the mice. They're the little rats that run around looking for scraps of cheese from the Pied Piper, from the Grand Rat. From the master. Who was the master rat? Splinter, that's right.
From the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah. But he was a good guy.
Yeah, I'm not saying these are bad guys.
He's still a leader.
Splinter was the lead rat.
Yes.
And then all the other rats follow him, right?
Well, no, there's turtles. Turtles follow.
But the rats follow him, too.
No.
No,
that's cartoon. I'm talking about in real life.
Oh,
in New York, one rat gets into a. Did you see the video of the rat in one of the restaurants in New York again? It was like a coffee shop, and they had pies, and the rat was in there eating pie. And you know what the name of the cake was? Ratatouille.
Oh, nice.
And you see there was a picture that said Ratatouille cake or something, and there was a rat eating it in a New York deli. Oh, so the point is, rats follow other rats because the first rat finds the food source, and they go after it. So these are the trusters. So if the trusters believe in this, then they really have zero credibility.
So does that mean that if
they have zero basketball knowledge?
So does that mean that just take away LeBron, right? Take away LeBron. Say it was still Ben Simmons and Embiid, Saric.
I'm talking about any team.
No, I'm just saying. Say it was those four guys still there, right? So these guys that got us to this point of the process, and let's just take away LeBron James. Let's just say
it doesn't have to be LeBron.
No, let's just say it was Jimmy Butler and Gordon Hayward. We signed both of those guys, and they came on. I know they don't fit here. I'm just saying just for names purposes. Does it cheapen it less if they won a title?
Absolutely
no.
not.
Are you going to boycott the parade? Are you not going to celebrate the ring? The ring doesn't count. It's tarnished. No. The process did what it was supposed to do. Get young talent on the court, attract free agents, and get a title. That's the point of the process. Because once LeBron leaves, who, again, like people are pointing out that he's in his mid-30s and the window's closing on LeBron, he's going to be that.
He's got 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Listen, he can say all he wants about he wants to be himself, and you know, his legacy will speak for itself whenever it's over. He wants the goddamn rings. He wants Jordan's titles because once he gets to 6, no one can take it away from him. That's it.
But here's the bottom line. You can say whatever you want. And Spike said what he wanted, and that's what he believes. That's fine. But don't consider yourself a basketball guru when you can make a statement like that where 99.9% of any legitimate fan, and the reason, as I pointed out on my tweet, was 1983. How many years ago? What year were you born, Luigi?
I was born in 1981, Tony.
1981.
I was 34 years ago.
So you were born after Pete Rose helped the Phillies win the World Championship in 1980.
Correct.
And that was a long wait for people like me who saw the '64 Phillies and crap baseball for most of my life, from a child in '64 where they blew a pennant in the last couple of weeks to them finally winning it in 1980. Just like Cub fans, I didn't have to wait 100 years. But it was a long time. I never saw where I didn't see the 50 World Series, which the Phillies lost, but I was before my time. But I remember
kids or any of that stuff.
Right.
Like that, right.
But I saw the Phillies, and I saw them win because Pete Rose came here. I saw the 76ers with Dr. J and Bobby Jones and great players on that team from the 80s. And what happened? Moses Malone comes, and he's the missing link.
Yep.
And they go 4-4-4, but it was 4-5-4 back then. But he did the whole 4-4-4, and then we're going to sweep 3 series, which is what you needed to win then. And they go 4-5-4. And the parade on Broad Street, I didn't see many people say, "Oh no, I can't accept a mercenary like Moses Malone coming to my city and winning a championship. It doesn't count." That's the kind of idiotic thinking that we're seeing from alleged basketball knowledgeable fans, which proves that they're not basketball knowledgeable. It proves they're nincompoops.
No,
it proves that they're just lemmings. They're lemmings. If you don't remember '83, you may not have been born. The point is, most of these fans who come after me weren't even born when the Sixers had Moses Malone or the Phillies got Pete Rose to win. No, they weren't born.
Now, from Barbecue Beef Balboa, he says, please, for the last time, for those people who do not know what the process is, can you define, he's asking, is it only the acquisition of picks or the actual winning of meaningful games?
No, it's the acquisition of picks. It's fielding a team that is not competitive intentionally. It's basically going out and putting scrubs on the floor with zero intent to win games while charging your customers full price. Same price for parking, same price for beer, same price for everything. All while you are defrauding your customers and, oh, by the way, building equity in a franchise that you stole for $250 million, and eventually it'll be worth billions. That's great. That's part of America. That's the capitalism that a lot of people don't like. But that's the capitalism I like. I don't mind owners making money. But guess what? Don't defraud your customers. So what do? They bring in this guy who is a nobody, Sam Hinkie, who was basically a lapdog for the guy he wasn't even the GM. He was the assistant GM who did nothing.
Well, his claim to fame was, again, he found Omar Sheik.
So
which
what?
is nothing. I understand that.
That puts you what? Should he be in the NBA Hall of Fame for Omar Sheik?
I said this. I believed in the tank. I believed in the tank. I believe the reason why is because you have to suck to get.
It's fraud.
It is consumer fraud.
Don't go there with me.
It's consumer fraud.
With me. You want to keep it real, you keep it real with me.
That went off
I ain't for no
accidentally.
game.
Neither did I. But what I'm saying is, though, it is fraud. But again, the way the system is in the NBA, tank. But forget that. That's not my point.
Was that consumer fraud?
Yes. My point is this.
There should have been a class action lawsuit against those dopes who run that team.
No, the Sixers should have. I mean, you can't openly come out and say we're losing on purpose. Like, put a banner up. But once you come in the stadium, they should tell you, listen, we're not going to try to win so hard. Why don't you guys just come sit a little lower? My thing is that from the beginning, I always trusted Hinkie to be the one to deconstruct this bastard. All right?
Anybody could have done it.
No, not anybody could have done it. He made some very good moves.
No, he didn't.
Let's not discredit everything.
I'm discrediting
a
guy who came in with the sole intent of losing basketball games.
I'm just throwing it out there, without the Sacramento trade and all that stuff like that, Fultz wouldn't be
Yeah,
here.
he fleeced dumber owners.
Yes, he did, Tony, but not
dopes.
Not everybody
like
can do
Vlade
that.
Divac, who still has a carton of Camels rolled up his sleeve.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is that again, I didn't trust him going for. I trusted him to take this thing apart, but once I was like, okay, we got the assets. Now we need to bring somebody in who will actually build a basketball team. So I was happy when they brought in a Colangelo because they needed someone.
Yeah, but you were in the minority because most of these dorks, when they hired Colangelos, they were like, what do they want? Jerry Colangelo is Sam Hinkie couldn't shine Jerry Colangelo's shoes.
Well, because because Colangelo is a builder. That's why.
Yeah.
Hinkie never built anything. He deconstructed, which he was very good at doing that. He tore his team to pieces, Tony. But I'm just saying is that
the bottom line is this. I don't want to go through all the ancient history again.
Thank you.
If Sam Hinkie was worth anything, why doesn't he have another job? You know why? Because the NBA told the 76ers to get rid of this clown, that what you're doing to our league is a disgrace. Sam Hinkie was run out of here.
Yeah,
he didn't
was.
resign. That was the biggest fraudulent resignation letter ever written. That was a scam.
That was Adam Silver saying, yo, you guys got to cut this out,
hey,
man.
jerk-offs, this is a major sports town. This is Philadelphia. This isn't some bum shit Iowa town, with all due respect to my friends in Iowa and the great coach of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Did Tawana tell you that?
No, he didn't. No, she didn't. Anyway, enough about that. So if you're going to pretend that you're a basketball guru, how about doing a little research and learning that most championships are won not by just drafting guys, but by getting other guys to, especially modern-day NBA.
Well, you can
the last 20 years.
How about just this year? How about the Golden State Warriors?
How about go back and look at the championship teams of the last 20 years.
Okay.
Very few of them.
I'm actually going to pull that up. We're going to go to the phones. I'm going to pull that up.
Before we go to the phones, there's been tons of Twitter activity and Facebook Live comment activity. We need to give some love to a couple of them because they are talking about.
Do they have an air conditioner they can bring by?
Seriously. So Willie Williams _1 says, is Tony wearing a shirt or are those some South Philly tan lines? Either way, it looks good.
You know what this is? This is I tie-dyed this myself.
That's an awning tan right there. That's how you tan under an awning.
No, I'm white.
Look at the flex.
Now, where was it? This is my favorite from the processing.
I love it, Tony.
It's a gun show, baby. I'm NRA approved. NRA's coming in tonight and giving me a special commendation.
I'm going to go stand behind Tony. I'll put my arms up.
So this is my favorite. The processing plant is at RFMCHEC Henry. RFMC Henry 1371. There, I got it right.
You got it out there, Robin?
Okay, I got it.
That's worse than underscores.
Thank God. I wish you would underscore.
So you in a white undershirt holding a bottle of wine, add pasta and plastic on the chair, and it officially is the most Italian thing ever.
Wait a minute.
We got plastic.
We got plastic
on the table.
We got plastic tablecloths.
We're halfway
there. We got a red tablecloth.
No one's allowed to sit on the couch.
We had pasta, but it was pad thai.
It was pad thai.
Well, although we had baked pasta yesterday.
Yes, I did make baked.
But this isn't a white.
I'm gonna need some of that in the second hour, by the way.
This is
We got tie dye.
This is I tie dyed this. It's faded now, sort of like me. But when I went to Cancun, I went to Club Med, Cancun years ago.
Was that the year that your clothing was lost?
Yes.
So that's all
you lost your clothes?
I didn't lose it. The airline did.
Did they ever get it back?
No.
They took your shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So I had to go out and buy a T-shirt, a bathing suit, and a pair of flip-flops that I wore the entire week. And so I had this. So what did I do? I said, I don't want to just wear a same white T-shirt. So I went to one of these little artsy things on the beach with all these hippie chicks, you know. They were all high and stuff and drinking wine, and they were like, hey.
Club Med,
hey, man, baby, want to get naked?
I hear you, baby.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Trying to get wet?
I hear you.
I hear you too, AI. Unlike AI, I actually participated.
What a scumbag. That was so funny though. Is whoever thought was going to go? People thought he was really going to play. It's a shame on
he played in one game,
Tony.
So they figured if he played in one game on the road.
But if you mention he's going to play in Philadelphia, it's a cash grab. Anytime Allen Iverson says he's going to be anywhere, people flock like crazy.
Absolutely.
And he doesn't. This is what's funny too, is that he tells the fan base I love you. I love Philadelphia. This is my city. It's my town. I put my heart out for all y'all. I love y'all, man. I love Philadelphia. But every time you're supposed to be somewhere, Allen, you don't ever show the hell up. You keep everyone. You screw everyone over.
I hear you.
It's bullshit, dude. And people always consistently run to Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame. I get the fact that he didn't play. Look, I've heard that, again, he's close to 50. His body's broken. He can't even dribble a basketball.
Then don't say you're going to play for this league.
And I know it's bad for the image to sit there and people like who idolize.
That's consumer fraud again.
It is consumer fraud. People idolize Iverson. You don't want to go out there and see him look that bad. You know what I mean? But still, at the same time, it's like, just say he's not going to play. Don't sit there and wait till 30 minutes before game time. People are trying to come in. Nobody wants to go out there and see, I don't know, Rashad McCants and Drew Neitzel go out there and shoot the lights out.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
A Rajah Bell comeback tour. Nobody cares.
Well, people did. They sold a lot of tickets.
Yeah, but they were waiting for Iverson to come out. It's a shame, man. Iverson literally steals money from these people.
It's an outrage.
These are his fans. These are people that love him. I'm sour on Iverson anymore, man. I really am.
I loved him as a player.
So do I, but you know what, though? I'm sour on him.
Apparently, we have somebody sour on me for stopping you with inane comments from Facebook people.
Daniel Basil says, we're talking about the big three. Not a game.
Not a game.
Not talking about the big three. Not a game. I'm supposed to be a franchise player.
Listen, I love Ice Cube. Ice Cube's a friend, but, he's trying something. He wants people at basket. I said it last week. The NBA right now is right behind the NFL as far as staying relevant.
It's funny to me.
All year long, right? They go from the season lasts forever. Then the summer league comes, the draft, the summer league, and now the big three. And now, by the way, this is not a Cops Perp white tank tops, Zabe. Steve Zabin checking in on Twitter, our good buddy Zabe.
What's he got?
Bruno in a Cops Perp white tank top.
Cops Perp.
Slugging wine and flat out railing on that fraud, he says, is the process.
5-0, yeah.
Priceless.
That's great.
Slugging wine. We're not slugging. We're sipping a fine.
I might be slugging a little bit.
Yeah, Robin can appreciate. Look at this. Look at the glasses. Look at my glass. Look at Robin's glass.
I swear.
You tell me who's a real wine person and who just will
you've
just
been
pound
talking
it.
more.
Pound it, pound it, pound it.
You've been talking.
You tell someone who cares and someone who's got nothing to live for. That's the difference. That's the difference.
Not only that, but I'm telling you, you poured me less.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
I did equal pours.
No, because you were doing the sound effect on you, and then you were doing the sound effect on Luigi, and you poured a little bit more, and then me, you just went,
oh,
goodness gracious. I'm just saying.
Thanks for checking. I'm sweating now. I'm glad I wore a tank top. I may have to take the shirt off tonight completely.
We got to get you in the gym, though, Tone. I got to get you in the gym.
I'm telling you, I love working out. But the problem is I got all my joints hurt, man.
Well, that's because you've been working on this house, been bent over every damn day.
I know. My elbows hurt. I can't jack heavy weights anymore.
You don't jack no weights, man. We do some
be like OJ. I'll be masturbating in my cell before long. You see that story today?
What? I missed that one.
Just try to get some Pope. That's all. That's no big deal.
OJ is going to have a parole hearing on Thursday tomorrow, and he's getting out.
Right.
I mean, there's no way he's not getting out. The
yeah.
juice is loose, baby. He's going to be loose.
Is that Pope or no Pope, though?
But go back to the masturbation part. What?
There was a story that apparently there's going to be a little bit of a problem for his parole hearing. As he faces, remember, he was sentenced to 30 years in jail for basically armed robbery to try to get his own stuff back that was ripped off from him. And he went into a hotel room in Vegas.
There's a little more to it than that.
No, but that's pretty much it.
Yes, he was trying to get his own stuff, but it wasn't just like...
He didn't fire shots. Nobody was pistol whipped. Bottom line is, guy got away with double murder.
Don't take me, bro.
Did not go to jail for double murder.
I can't believe it.
And then he goes to jail, gets a 30-year sentence for trying to steal back his own stuff at gunpoint. It's not like he went in there and went John Wick in a room.
No.
John Wick. The guy went in there and said, give me my damn shit back.
But didn't he also...
Give me back my son.
Didn't he also kidnap somebody?
No, nobody was... They were in a hotel room. These dirtbags were in a hotel room. OJ and a couple of his scum buddies go in there and say, we're going to get our ship. We're going to get your shit back, Juice. We can't get your Heisman Trophy back.
So anyway, go back to the
then there was a story
hearing.
that one of the problems that OJ may face at his parole hearing is that he has been caught masturbating in his jail cell. Why wouldn't he be masturbating in his jail cell?
Last night was fabulous.
Exactly.
Doesn't everybody masturbate?
Yeah. What else are you going to do?
Like, hello.
In a jail cell, what? Exactly. You're in jail for 8 years.
You're going to rub a couple out. It's just the way it is,
They're not bringing Playboy bunnies into you nightly in prison.
Well, you do get HBO, I mean.
Well, you do?
Yeah.
I don't think they get that channel.
Well, I mean...
Well, we have a Game of Thrones update.
You got something?
They do not get the special channels, I'm sure, the pay-per-views. And so the option is either abstain from everything, masturbate, or...
How is masturbating in your jail cell a problem?
End up somebody's girlfriend. I mean, that's
the good news is it was safe. He had one glove on, at least, and it fit.
My sex life is like jail. The sex I want, I ain't getting. The sex I'm getting, I don't want. Tony, that's the way it is.
And as someone once said, if you can't be with the one you love, please yourself. And who knows better how to please yourself than yourself? If I'm in jail for 8 years, you think I'm going to just knock on the cell door next to me and have Bubba come in? No. I'm going to please myself. So I don't know whether somebody said the story was debunked.
Yeah, somebody says that Jason Nemiroff is saying that TMZ said it was fake news.
If TMZ says it's fake news,
it's got to be fake news. That's all they do is fake news.
What did CNN say, by the way, speaking of fake news?
So far, my favorite comment is from Eric Streetpack saying, someone get my mother effing stuff out of this mother effing hotel room.
And, we're talking about they keep showing the O.J. A.C. Cowlings chase scene on TV. You know where I was? Where were you in 1994, Luigi, when O.J. was riding down the street with the A.C. Cowlings in the white Bronco? Where were you?
Let's see here, Tony. 1994 was 23 years ago, so I was 12.
While he's thinking of that, we're going to go
cut from my baseball team. I think
we're going to go to Thomas Rogers because he has to go if he doesn't get on the show right now, and he was on hold forever last week.
Exactly.
While
Let's get him when we had Anthony on.
We didn't take a lot of calls because we had the Cuz on, and it was a long show. So we'll put him on.
Let's go to Thomas, where it's probably warmer in our dining room tonight than it is in the desert of Arizona.
It's Luke in here, Tony.
I'm sweating like a. I'm sweating like
a middle-aged woman at a Bill Cosby house cleaning party, bro.
It's like a sauna in here. It's right.
Sauna.
Yeah, this is Kramer.
Grumpy 444. It's like a sauna in here.
Yeah, he just tweeted out the sauna machine for Kramer from.
There we go.
Well, Tom's on, by the way.
Thomas, how are you, pal?
What up? What up, Brunos?
What up, yo?
If this was 7 years ago, we'd be saying walk to the night portion of the double header, yo. What up?
Exactly.
And then, remember Jose used to say that?
Yeah, because we used to do the day-night doubleheader. Exactly. I did the morning show with Harry Mays over at 97.5, and then we crank into the night. Coast to coast, barrel to barrel, border to border, baby, from sea to shining sea. Yep. What's the temperature in Phoenix today?
I know what you're saying, Tony, about the Sixers, about the Phillies and all that, but I got to tell you, it's the opposite effect in Chicago with the White Sox. Not necessarily for the Bulls. I mean, they actually have a billboard up that says #FireGuard Packs, and they have this, we're no longer seeing red slogan on there. So I told you they wanted, Paxson and Foreman gone, even when they were up 2-0 in the Celtics series earlier in the playoffs. That team is just a travesty. But the White Sox, on the other hand, I mean, it's
they're going to trade David Robertson.
Excited,
they're going to trade David Robertson to the Yankees or the Red Sox.
It really went down yesterday. He got traded yesterday with Frazier.
Oh, they did make the trade. Okay, I know the Reds. It was the Yankees, right? Because the Yankees are still in it, even though they've been struggling since the All-Star break. In the last 30 games, actually, what are they, like 2-28 in their last 30 games, something like that?
They stepped in and they give a right there, Fred, to the Red Sox, because the Red Sox were on the verge of getting Frazier and Robinson possibly, but they swooped in and grabbed them, and we're happy with the prospects we got from them. And then we got our top prospect, Moncada, and he's coming up and making his debut tonight. So little by little, they're going to start coming up, and as they're ready, So
well, we know, but Thomas, we know the White Sox. We know the White Sox are rebuilding. That's the difference. You try to get. This is a baseball tradition. Yeah. If you're not in the hunt, you're either a seller or a buyer. White Sox are selling. How about the Detroit Tigers?
Exactly.
I mean, technically, the Tigers are still in that race. In that division, they're only 5 games out, and they decide to basically give up, and they
trade up
J.D. Martinez and the Diamondbacks, surprisingly, who are like 10.5 games behind the Dodgers, who are playing lights-out baseball, are still going for the second wild card. I mean, J.D. Martinez is a great player. He's has the best OPS in the American League. Only Mike Trout and Aaron Judge are better. Did you know that, Luigi? Only Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, and J.D. Martinez have the top 3 OPS in the American League.
I think Stanton just tied Judge, though, for home runs.
For home run, I'm talking about OPS.
Oh, OPS, yeah.
Because you wouldn't think J.D. Martinez. He's a hell of a player.
I'm an OPP guy. I'm not.
Well, you down with OPP?
I'm not there. Yeah, absolutely.
You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, you know me.
I am noisy by nature, Tony.
I hate to do it to you, man. Already, this early in the show, actually almost an hour in. To me? Why do it to me for? Because when I said you down with OPP, you didn't say, yeah, you know me.
Yeah, I said I've been naughty by nature, brother.
Ridiculous. Thomas, I'm going to make you make the call on Luigi. Did he blow it?
He blew it, I think so, yeah.
You got to come right back with, yeah, you know me. Like if you're on one of those karaoke shows or one of those Shazam shows or any of those other stupid TV game shows where you got to follow, or if you're on Jeopardy or any show where you've got to get it in the right sequence, you would have lost, my friend.
Then put me down for an L.
Go back to the Wayback Machine. I got a couple of calls queued up there if you'd like to go back to the Wayback Machine.
Oh, let's go back. Do you have any more, Tom? I mean, you have any more of my good friend in Oklahoma with the Oklahoma Sooner? Mr. Larry?
I'm sure I do, but I don't have it. I don't have it queued up right now. I've got a call from Chris and another call queued up here. So
let's go to Chris from La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Quick, so.
Speaking of drinking on the air, let's go back.
So Luigi can actually hear his first time for Chris in La Crosse.
Did you ever hear Chris in La Crosse, Luigi?
I know Chris Cross.
No, not Chris Cross. You know, Daddy Mac will make you
jump.
That's right. Here.
Oh, you're going top tonight.
I don't know. I just didn't have any. I never have any cash on me, you know.
Charge it.
No, I don't charge. And I know there's a limit in my bank, so.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
A case of Belgian beer before it runs out? If you send us cash, and I'll get your address. We'll send you a case of some good stuff. How's that?
Yeah, keep sending them.
Well, I'm just one case.
Okay.
Sending them. What do I look like? A hand support?
You look like a dual country. Hi, Robin. Hi, how are you? Honey.
So you're having what are you having?
I'm having 24 ounces of beer, that's it.
What kind? MTD?
Whatever you say, Tony. That's what it is.
Oh, Milwaukee's best.
Milwaukee's best.
Is that better than Babs Blue Ribbon or, so we may have to do one of those Fox Instant calls. Milwaukee's best. Give me some other, like, really inexpensive Blue Ribbon, which isn't really as cheap as Milwaukee's best.
It's like a generic beer, you know, just a generic beer. Is it generic?
No. What's the cheapest beer you've had, Chris?
The Lost Lake Ace of drink all the time is $1 for 24 ounces.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Lost Lake?
Lost Lake, I told you about this in my local microphone. Thomas even made fun of it.
You did?
Of course. You mentioned in front of me.
Hey, Thomas, you're a little distorted. Can you lower the volume of the actual feed a little bit, because it's a little distorted?
Yeah, but I don't think we can still. I mean, it's still.
I gotta pot him down. It's really bad.
Yeah, Thomas, we're gonna have to. Can you turn it off?
I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah.
I think he's playing it through the phone.
I think
he is
so.
playing it. Well, I mean, that's what that's what Jim from Cheltenham does.
No, I think he actually plays it to us differently.
Jim's got equipment, bro. You think Jim's rolling in with a cell phone and a freaking and an iPod?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a little distorted.
It's too distorted.
So I'll keep bringing it
There were
back up.
certain things that we could hear, and it was funny, and I miss her laugh.
I know, I miss her laugh, and I miss her talking about quality beer.
You guys can't hear it?
No, it was.
No, she's a little distorted. I don't know if you have it too loud. Are you just playing it through a speaker through your phone?
Yeah, through Bluetooth. Yeah. So
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I don't know. Maybe I had the phone too close to it or something.
Yeah, it was a little distorted. I mean, because I can hear.
You can make out most of it, or what?
I can hear bits and pieces, but I knew it was coming. I mean, I remember it, but I don't think the audience could hear it clearly.
No.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit too difficult. So we'll have to figure out some of the. Maybe you can send us the audio ahead of time, and then we can play it directly through the computer next time.
Yeah, we can try that.
Do you have these on like MP3 files? Do you have them on MP3 files?
No, I have them on my Google, my Google Drive.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it'll send us a file,
in
right?
that case, just send it to us ahead of time, and that way Luigi can have it ready to go as soon as you're on the phone.
Sure, more work for free. No problem. You got it.
I'll kill you right now, pal. I'll give you some free work.
I'll kill you. Coming John Chaney at me, bro?
Hey, you have never had so much good wine since you've been around us.
Here's a funny John Chaney story, though, which kind of connects to Tony's boy Calipari.
Yep.
That when I ran into John Calipari when I was at Morton's at Caesars, and I told Tony about it, and we were leaving as he was going. He's like, "You better go up there and say hi." I was like, "I know him. I know. What am I supposed to do?" Walk up there and go, "Hi." I'm like, "My name's Luigi. I'm Tony Bruno's producer. Here's a cell phone. Tony's on it right now. I'm gonna go back to my $19 asparagus." Is that what I'm supposed to say?
That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
Man.
$19 for asparagus?
Yeah, $19, dude.
Yeah, but
a la carte means a la up the ass over there, bro.
A couple hours later, though, you'll remember that meal just like you just did. Yeah, when you go to the bathroom and you.
A 28-ounce New York strip was worth every penny.
No, but you know when you go have asparagus and you pee. It smells.
No, I wasn't.
Right?
Yeah, but
There is a certain odor.
yeah, it's broccoli, right? Brussels sprouts. I think asparagus is the worst.
Asparagus is the worst because it's instant. It's
It
like
is.
you eat
it's
it
like
5
you eat
minutes later.
asparagus and you go to the bathroom 5 minutes later and you pee. The entire bathroom smells like asparagus. You never noticed that, Luigi?
yeah, I've noticed it.
Oh, okay.
I just don't care. It's just a nice accompaniment to the potatoes. That's all.
Well, it's your own urine. I mean, it's like, it's like anything else.
It's sterile. It's cool.
Exactly. If you were out in the desert and you had to...
All right,
I would die. I would
Do you want me to
die.
try another one, or?
No, Thomas, I think we're gonna have to next time send us the material
right.
ahead of time and we'll do it because it was too difficult to hear.
Especially we got to hear that one again because I want to hear Chris in all of her
Glory.
resplendent glory.
But Tom, seriously though, you have my email address. Email me the stuff over. I'll convert it and I'll be able to play it.
All right, will do.
Thanks, brother.
Diamondbacks last thing. Are they going to get are they going to get the second wild card? Oh, he's gone.
Oh, they're gonna get the first wild card. Are you kidding me? They're up by like 3 or 4 games, I think, right now.
Oh, what?
So,
They'll blow it in
they're
the
up on
playoffs.
the Rockies.
They will. They'll blow
Well, Milwaukee's in first place. I mean, I'll tell you what, there's a couple of great races in baseball, and they're the ones that are pretty much unpredictable. Did anybody think the Milwaukee Brewers, Luigi, did you think the Milwaukee Brewers would be leading in the National League Central Division at this time?
Absolutely not.
No,
Nope.
give them credit,
Nope.
man.
They've been an abysmal team for the past couple years too.
No, that's a great job. I mean, the Cubs are only 2 back.
They need starting pitching too.
Yeah.
They lost out on Quintana to the Cubs, and they need starting pitching also. I mean, Sonny Gray's out there. They need to make an offer for Sonny Gray. They need to make an offer for, Michael Fulmer. They pretty much said that he's off the block.
You know what's funny?
There's some good pitchers out there that can be taken.
You know what's
so
funny?
They need to make an offer and get it.
Sonny Gray reminds me of Scott Kazmir about 5 years ago. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, "Oh, got to get Scott Kazmir. Go get Scott Kazmir." That's what Sonny Gray reminds me
with
of.
the
Right
Braves was one of the best young left-handers in baseball.
I understand that, but for a while everyone was going after they were saying Kazmir's out there, Kazmir's out there. That's what Sonny Gray reminds me.
No,
of.
Sonny Gray is a little more in his prime though than Scott Kazmir was at the end.
No.
I think so.
Yeah, he's a lot younger than Kazmir was. Yeah, I feel. I mean,
And the A's are
Cubs
selling.
coming. They're definitely coming.
And the A's are always in sell mode at this time of the year, unfortunately. You know, the A's are selling. The Mets are going to be selling. You know, the Giants are selling.
There is one thing I did want to chime in. And I wanted to say this in the second hour, but Ramel Edwards just mentioned this on Facebook. And before we let go of Thomas, I do want to remember this, Tony, is that Stuart Scott passed away today, and he would have been 53, and he was a close friend of yours.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to mention it in the second hour, but it just popped up now, and it just came into my mind. So, happy birthday to Stuart. So.
Yes, and actually, since Thomas is reminding me this as well, we would like to say our prayers are with the families of the people that were lost up in Arizona.
Yes.
In that awful
flash flood.
Landslide. God, I mean, what a nightmare. I think it was 3 children.
Yeah, and there were like 6-foot waves through that park.
It's like 8 or 9 family members. There's one that they feel is still alive that they're still searching for. So. We'll keep our fingers crossed that they actually find him.
And then the other video. Did you see the video?
No, I got engaged.
Did you see
engaged?
Oh, that's right. I saw it on Facebook.
Oh, brother, my
I'm never on
condolences.
Facebook.
How did I miss it?
Yes, congratulations, man. Did you post it on Twitter or Facebook?
I'm on Facebook, yeah. So I get to stand in that line where, the guy's standing where you can lose half your shit, you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. Luigi's playing this. Luigi's playing this for you tonight out in the desert. Comb the desert, as someone once said. Why would you do that, Luigi?
That's good top knowledge right there, man. Absolutely.
So, Thomas, you're not the only one that made a very surprise proposal. We just found out, shockingly, that Tony's brother from another mother, Giulio Tempesta, proposed to a girlfriend. It's a woman that he's known for a very long time, but we have not met. So this is
I met her a while ago, but it's been a while.
I mean, shocking.
Now, what do you know her?
This is.
I met her once. I don't remember. I mean, I've met a lot of women in the Bay Area.
You got the gun show going. I don't know, man.
I mean, it's just like, wow.
And he's opening his new restaurant soon for those people out in the Bay Area in Glen Ellen, which is near Sonoma, California.
I know. I wish we could make a trip out there for it.
The new restaurant, the new Umbria, left San Francisco, moving up to the wine country in Sonoma and Glen Ellen. Have you heard of Glen Ellen's a winery, and it's a restaurant up there.
I've heard of Glenlivet.
No, the Glenlivet's a Scotch.
The restaurant is called.
It's going to be Umbria, I believe.
No, hold on, but it's in a little hotel Resort, right?
Yes.
Hold on, let me go down.
My memory's not that good, Robin. All right, Thomas, we'll talk to you soon, buddy. Congratulations. When's the wedding?
Congrats, man.
All right.
When's the wedding?
Well, probably, we haven't made a date yet, but we're probably going to make it like January or February of the following year so people can get out of the cold in Chicago. All our family members are out there. She's from Chicago also, so get them out of the cold and maybe, towards the end of February they can enjoy some spring training baseball. They're all Cubs.
Wait a minute, so
fans,
you met her in Arizona or in Chicago?
Oh, we're going to have it in either Arizona, San Diego, or Las Vegas because
you met her. Did you meet her?
So we just had one in Denver last weekend.
Did you meet her in Arizona or Chicago?
Oh, no, I met her in Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't lived in Chicago since '92.
Okay, I was wondering. I was just saying, I know there's a lot of transplants out there in the beautiful area. All right, man, we'll talk to you soon. Congratulations again.
Absolutely.
And I was right again.
That's the first time I'm seeing that.
Mr. Giulio Tempesta, my brother from another mother, who has been running the great restaurant Umbria down in south of Market area of San Francisco for, 20 years?
And they closed a little bit over a month ago.
So now he's going to open up in the great Jack London Saloon, which is in Glen Ellen, and he's going to call the restaurant Umbria in the former Wolf House, adjoining the Jack London Saloon up in Glen Ellen, California. And the opening's coming up soon. He's got a picture of him in his backyard there in Sonoma, in his little garden.
I know.
In his backyard.
Beautiful.
It's a Wolf House, man. You got Howlin' Wolf.
Wolf House, that's right.
It is time for our little 5-minute potty break. So you guys get to listen to some fabulous music, hold music, have a chance to go potty, go get a snack. We will do the same.
Wait a minute, I have a breaking news tweet that just was handed me.
Hold on, Tony. Let me get
Well, it wasn't
sound.
handed me. It was just sent to me.
I'm not Wolf Blitzer. I don't have it.
I got the breaking news.
I got it. Gee, everybody's breaking news all over the place.
This text just sent to my private text line.
What do you got, bro?
Yo, bitch, what did you put on too much weight to wear the TB shirt I sent you? I need that worn, son of a bitch. I didn't buy it for a dresser ornament. Better than that damn T-shirt you're wearing. This isn't a T-shirt. This is a tank top.
Who sent you that?
Dean, of course, in Clearwater.
Of course it's Dean.
French, but you're an asshole.
Love Dean. Love Dean.
Yo, bitch.
Yo, bitch.
Dean doesn't mince words.
That's what friends are. That's how friends communicate with friends these days. I got a Tampa Bay shirt. I didn't put on too much weight. I actually lumped down to 198 again. I was up to 203. I'm going to get jacked pretty soon.
Yo, cuss.
Yeah.
Now, when we come back,
That's the greatest bite ever.
when we come back, I have not one but 2 Florida stories.
We also have someone on hold too who we couldn't get to last week, but we're gonna give him his due this week.
Yes.
I got a Game of Thrones update and a Jennifer Lawrence update too.
Oh my
What the
gosh.
hell is she doing?
I got to tell you, man.
Silver linings everywhere.
She and I have a lot in common.
How can you two have anything in common?
I will explain coming up.
So do not go anywhere. Just go grab a snack.
Don't go
refill
away.
your drink,
Just go away for a couple minutes.
and we'll be right back.
Pichard, maybe number 2. Get yourself a nice glass of Michael and David wine. You can masturbate. I mean, how fast can you do it? It then come back because another hour is coming up. The Tony Bruno Show live here in the sauna in the dining room in South Philadelphia.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Show starts in 5 minutes.
The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candies. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
We're happy to have you with us this evening and want you to enjoy every minute of your stay here. And while you relax and stretch, visit our concession where you'll find something to please you. There are ice-cold drinks and many other pleasing treats. Our drinks, satisfying and refreshing. They're so good. Show starts in 4 minutes.
Show starts in 3 minutes.
It's refreshment time, folks.
Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on.
Show starts in 2 minutes. Show starts in 1 minute. And now, on with the show.
Got a girl from the south side, got braids in her hair. First time I seen her walk by, and I about fell up out my chair. Had to get her number, it took me like 6 weeks.
We're live. It's a sauna in here. So during the break, I said, Luigi, I said, it's really hot. I said, does it feel hot to you? He said, no, it's not bad. Then I look, he's got the fan blowing right on him. Son of a bitch. What's the matter with you, man? I think we turned the air just back on, though.
Got him! Got him!
He said, Luigi, it's so hot. You're like, I'm fine. It's good. No, I'm sweating pellets over here. What the hell, bro?
Because I turned the air on and it's working again, I think. We may get it down into the 80s.
You're right. It is warm as shit.
It is. It's going to get worse the next couple of days.
I know, Tony.
It's supposed to be 95 every day.
I know. Speaking of
this
95,
damn global warming thing is just really out of control.
You know, it's almost.
Where do I send my check to Al Gore to get this thing fixed immediately?
I have no idea. You know, it's almost hit 95. Your mom, who just turned 93, dude.
Exactly. I want to thank everybody for the great comments yesterday all over Twitter. I tweeted to my mom, you know, and people remind me how lucky I am to have my mom at age 93. And there's no doubt about it. I mean, to see somebody live that long, and you know, I lost my dad when he was only 39. So I think the good Lord made up for it by allowing my mom to stay with us this long, and She's slowing down a little bit, but she's still.
She's an awesome woman, though, man. I love her.
She's amazing.
I love her to death. She's great.
You know, not some. You know, she hasn't had a charmed life. You know, I tried to help make her life comfortable. She's an average woman, an Italian immigrant who came here and raised 3 kids on her own after my dad died. She was only 38 years old, 37 years old, never remarried. I mean, you talk about old school.
Yeah, that's real
Everybody
old
throws
school.
around old school all the time.
She's old school.
That's old school.
Old school a la madre, brother. That's how it works.
When I think about the things that I've seen in my life in over 60 years, just imagine all the stuff that she's been through. I mean, Second World War, you know, watching bombs drop.
Depression, the depression.
The depression. I mean, just imagine the stuff that she's gone through in the last 93 years. Talk about seeing it all, seeing the changes of everything. I mean, there wasn't even television. I mean, you know, we talk about color TV or cable or cell phones.
My Wi-Fi's down.
Yeah, go back to 1925.
You know, I always wondered that. I always wondered what it would be like for like someone like your mom, if she actually could sit outside and just start brushing the pages back and like look at Passyunk Ave.
Yep.
And just start brushing the decades away from in front of her face and going and just go back through time and see just like how it evolved basically. You know,
yeah.
like, there was
Everything,
no
the whole world.
buildings, no cars there, nothing. It was just barren land, and she basically, well, not barren land, obviously, but she saw the entire city be built around her, which is it's amazing, man, to think about that. It's kind of scary too, but it's amazing.
No, I'm very blessed that my mom's still with me
No,
at
she
this
is
age.
absolutely a phenomenal woman, and you do. It's weird when you think about it. You go back to all the different things that have evolved since she was born, and we have changed everything since she was born.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that generation, those people from that generation have seen more changes than probably
anybody.
generations for thousands of years before that.
And it's funny too, because you sit there and like, I have a hard time. Like I can come in and I can complain and bitch to you guys about my everyday life or things that are going on. Vice versa.
Like we're bitching about air conditioning.
Right. I can't do that in front of your mom. I could never in my life complain about anything in front of your mom because it's just like she could go, really? That's your problem? That's what you're complaining about? Are you kidding me?
My mom never had a dryer until we bought her one here. She had a washer and she would hang the clothes outside.
What's it this? So what's it do?
She never had a dishwasher in her kitchen. Never. To this
She
day.
was the dishwasher.
Exactly. I'm the dishwasher now.
Yeah. Speaking of evolvement, now
Evolvement.
Evolvement,
There's
yeah.
no such word, Robin.
Evolvement?
Evolution.
Yeah, we should evolve the vocabulary on this show.
I like evolvement.
I don't know
Is
if
that a word, Robin?
I'm gonna have to look it up. But
I'm gonna challenge that word.
Let me hold that thing. I'm dying in here.
So people
What is
probably
this?
wait. No. I'm not gonna give this one to you yet. So
Why
this
not? I'm dying.
I know. So this is for those of you guys have seen these. These are these. You know, it's like a.
What's the name on the back?
It's called an Arctic Cove. You can put it around your neck. You can
You've
put
seen
it on
those,
your
right, Louis?
head.
No. Now it's going to be
You
90
wet it.
degrees
Here,
by the
feel.
time Robin gives it to me.
And then
it's warm now. You don't even want that now, Tony.
No. You put it. You wave it in the air, and then it cools
Like
off.
you just don't care.
And so, but it used to be like a washcloth or whatever. Now I made you since
Let
you're
me have
looking,
that blue thing
no.
now.
Since you are
I
looking,
want to put it around my neck. It lowers your body
okay,
temperature.
well, put this one around your neck.
You're raising my blood pressure.
But
right
I made.
I know, bro.
Tony, I made you the old school
Is it cold?
Italian.
Yeah.
Is it cold?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be cold. It just when your body temperature is that warm.
I made you the old school Italian thing, which you still see it like on the I Love Lucy shows and stuff like that.
The do-rag?
No, it is the handkerchief. They tie little knots in it, and then you put it on your head.
Oh, yeah, I love those.
I thought you gave him the old school Italian that was like a wooden spoon across his face.
No,
That's the old school
that's
Italian
it.
thing.
Isn't that what the old school Italian
I'm
thing
gonna
is?
go out. You look like a jackass right now.
I don't care. I'm cool. I'm cool like that.
You look ridiculous.
But isn't that what they used to
Hey,
do?
cash me outside. How about that? Or as someone once said, in a drunken stupor on Sansom Street in Philadelphia not that long ago, Luigi, to a Philadelphia police officer.
Like my asshole. How about that?
How about that? Or my favorite, how about that?
Our greatest ever.
Hey, shut the fuck up and go outside.
The great Senator John Burton from California.
Greatest drop in history, Robs. I love it.
God, I love John Burton. I miss him.
You know what else I miss? I miss Jose.
I do too.
You know what? Jose's on I miss Jose.
Somebody's asking if that's a diaper on your head, Tony.
It looks like a diaper on his head.
I had nothing to do with this. I have the blue thing that I put around my neck when it's really hot because it does lower your temperature.
Here, well, let me
Tony,
show
you look like the most low-budget priest I've ever seen in my entire life right now.
I look like a grease ball making pizzas in the hot kitchen somewhere.
Exactly what you look like right now.
I look like one of those guys in the back room of an Italian little pizza joint.
Spinning pies.
Yeah, it's like so hot, the door's open, there's no air conditioning, and he's got the stick with the big wooden pallet. He sticks in there, pulls that pizza out, looks underneath, lifts it up.
Oh, that was the matter with you. Where's this thing been, by the way?
It's
been on
cold,
my neck.
right? Isn't
feels
it?
good.
It
It
feels
does feel
good.
good.
Yesterday, Daddy took the fan off me. Tony got hip to the
but you're not
drive
gonna
during the
get it.
break.
I didn't turn the fan. I didn't touch the fan.
The fan was on me the entire time. She turned it on to you.
No, it's turned on so that more than one person can get it.
Well, I'm selfish. Damn it.
Bastard. Let's go to the phones.
Here, you can put it back on, Tony.
Thank you. Does this look good at me now or what?
You looking good, bro.
Yeah, it's
You
great.
could be in the club.
Michael
The
Vick just
the
tweeted.
AARP club.
Michael Vick just tweeted and says, if you want to get another job, forget about your haircut. Get that stupid rag off your head. Remember he ripped Colin
That ain't a
Kaepernick.
do-rag right there. That's some rag.
Damn right, bro. Let's go to the phones. Let's go to Jose in Norristown, as we say. What up, yo?
What up?
Go ahead, Jose.
What up, Bruno's? What up, Luigi's?
What up, Jose?
What up, Miss Robbins? What up, Brian?
Brian's not here, and Joe's not here. I believe Joe is now officially MIA.
No,
he can't be here on
can't
Wednesday.
be here.
Wednesday night's a bad night
And
now.
we told him that as soon as we get our S together, we are going to go do a show live from his place.
I actually got Joe a present.
You got him a present?
Yes, I did.
Abroad?
Nope. I got.
Abroad.
Yeah, it's on its way. It's got holes in the box. I got him a basket of fruit. No, I got him a Frank Sinatra thing.
Oh, really?
An actual portrait in a frame and everything. The whole nine.
Why does he know?
No.
He does now.
He listens to the show. It doesn't matter.
He's probably tweeting about Trump or somebody.
Well,
right?
that'll go
Probably.
nicely with the coffee table book that we gave him. That was the Frank Sinatra coffee table
God
book.
damn it! Speaking of coffee, I got to bring you the coffee table. I promised to bring you. I'll drive it down tomorrow.
All right. What up, Jose?
Nothing much, man. I'm just chilling on a 95-degree night.
Chilling
in
on a night.
Norristown,
That
yo.
doesn't make sense.
You got the AC cranking in Norristown tonight? You got the AC cranking?
Yes, I got the central air rolling, yo. I do.
I'm so poor, we don't even have central air, man.
Tony looks like Betsy Ross, dude. Right there. That's what he looks like.
People are screenshotting this.
Betsy
The
It's so
Ross.
screenshot?
funny.
I don't even know what I look like because I don't have a mirror
You
here.
look like Betsy Ross. That's what you look like.
I got your flag right here, sucker.
Hey, bend over. I'll show you off at the stage,
baby.
chief.
As a love master would say, hey, baby, I got your...
Hey, baby.
that's a good look right there.
Why don't you bend over? Let me run my flagpole up you, baby.
Yeah. Let me run this up your flagpole. But
I'll
why
show-
don't you run up my flagpole?
I'll show you all 13 colonies right now, baby.
Other than that, Jose, what's on your mind tonight?
Other than that, what's going on tonight? Well, excuse me. I was beckoned upon by your former employer this week, so I'm going to do an exclusive admission.
We have this this is breaking news, I think, right?
Yes.
What happened with which former employer?
There's been several.
There's been several. Bossman Nahagians.
Big Boss
He
Nahagian?
wants me to. Yes.
What happened? Was there a confrontation?
No, it's more like, what up, Jose? We want you to come out of retirement and join us for a gathering that they always run every year.
What is it called?
It's called Fantasy Fest.
Oh, Fantasy Fest. I go to the one down in Key West. That's my favorite Fantasy Fest.
Fantasy Island, Tony.
No, that's Fantasy Fest, too.
When is Fantasy Fest?
Is it in August?
What up, Mr. Rourke?
Exactly right.
So when is Fantasy
it's
Fest?
the one in August.
It's in August.
We should go this year.
They do it at the Xfinity Live, right?
Yeah, they do it at Xfinity Live.
It's basically, they're changing the name this year to Sausage Fest. Wasn't that a movie? Didn't they make a movie called Sausage Party, right?
Sausage Party, yeah.
Sausage Party. Is that what Fantasy Fest is, Luigi?
No, that's a Trusters meeting.
Oh, okay. I think there's a couple chicks in the Trusters.
I went to the first ever Fantasy Fest.
Did you really?
Yeah, before it got all like commercialized and stuff. And it was actually Jose. I met you at Fantasy Fest. Don't say oh boy. Jose was funny. Jose walked up to me.
Oh, yeah,
Jose was in a robotic mode. Anybody who said hey Jose, he would just walk up and just strike a pose like they want to take a picture.
Was
with
he
him the whole
signing
time.
naked breasts?
No, he wasn't signing naked breasts.
Where else does he do that except on our show?
Nowhere else.
You remember that night, Jose?
Holy smokes, yeah. Like,
Holy smokes!
I come in, I signed somebody's boobies, yo.
Exactly.
That's
and it wasn't.
right.
And it was a friend. She actually. I didn't even realize. Robin says she still follows us on Facebook, right?
Absolutely.
What's her name? Robin's not going to release her name now. I don't blame her.
No.
She's not doing anything wrong. She's a model.
I know, but just in case she wants to stay private, I'm not.
Okay, she can stay private as long as she comes over.
She's letting Jose sign her chest, but she wants to stay private.
She was.
No, we did a body painting thing at the Jug
Right.
Handle Inn.
Okay.
And she was a Playboy model at the time. but I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
yet.
So she came in and allowed people. She actually was professionally body painted.
Yes.
But then Jose had to go up and add his finishing his.
As did you.
What Jose go in there just like Bob Ross? Just
Yeah,
draw
he
a
had
happy
some
little
puffy
tree.
clouds. Yeah.
Happy little tree in the background.
He had his happy little tree. He was hoping to
I
draw
bet it
down
was.
below there. Yeah. So what happened now? Big Boss Nahagian. So Big Boss Nahagian contacted you personally?
Yes. He was on vacation when I said on my wall, and I said, well, it looks like I'm going to officially retire from local radio from not calling.
Wait a minute. So he invited you to go to he invited you to go to Fantasy Fest, and you announced your retirement?
No, it's more like that was before I announced it. I was in talks with him after I made the original post that I retired.
Jose is the Allen Iverson of calling the radio shows.
You've retired more than me.
He's retired more than Roger Dorn in Major League.
No, who else retired a lot? Michael Jordan retired, came back, right?
Yeah.
Who else retired and kept coming back? Brett Favre came back a couple times. So wait, you were retired from calling the radio station, and he asked you to come out of retirement?
I'm retired.
He asked you to come out of retirement?
But Jose, are you staying retired now, or are you gonna exclusively just call this program, or is that it all together?
I'm going to stay retired. He wants me to make the appearance. After I make the appearance, I will stay retired, and I will refuse not to call that station.
We need to make some demands.
Now, are they going to pick you up, Jose? And drive you down to Fantasy
the
Fest?
Boss man has not. Me and the boss man haven't gotten into discussions yet. He just got back from vacation.
Wait, so you're preeminently announcing that you will retire after you appear at Fantasy Fest in August.
Before you've heard the perk package.
This is a preemptive strike. Well, what's the date of Fantasy Fest, Robin?
It's August 26th. Saturday, August 26th.
He said the 24th. Is it the 24th?
It's the 26th.
August 26th. Jose, after August 26th, ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing here exclusively. Let me
Jose,
repeat.
as your unofficial consultant, I think that you are doing this all wrong. You need to hold out for the package.
Yeah, get the perk package, man.
Get the perk package first.
Get the chicks, the hookers, the whole mushbooker.
Chris Peterson says Jose needs to get some Bobby Bonilla parameters in his contract.
Yeah, you don't tell him that you're retiring after. You say, hey, bitches.
You want me to come down?
You want me to come down there? This is what I want. I want a 1999 Mercedes-Benz SLX.
Half tank of gas.
I want a full tank of gas set at 72 degrees. And I want smooth jazz on the radio. And I want to be taken door to door.
No, I want Led Zeppelin Ramblin' On.
Oh, you want some Led Zeppelin?
You want some of this, man.
Yeah. Party by nature. Hip-hop parade! Ho! Speaking of hoes, they got to provide hoes, too.
Continuing,
at least some cash,
we
$5,
were
$6
supposed
bucks.
to have a phone call today, and he said he'll get back to me either today or tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's going to be Thursday.
Jose, when he gets back to you, you tell him
So
you'll
like
get
I
back
said-
to him with some demands. And you don't do that until you speak to us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want an airplane full of baby food.
Okay.
Like, just stupid shit. Like that's
airplane
what-
full of baby
Yeah, like,
food?
you need just to make the most ridiculous demands.
Just say I want some lactating Latinas to be there for me.
Lactating Latinas.
I want...
All you need for that is Wi-Fi. That's all you need. You don't need much more than that. Jose, you gotta make like stupid. Like I want like $936 in ones and dimes.
And you want one of those little hats that I just made for Tony.
Exactly. And you want a let's see, you want a Harry Mays bobblehead doll.
Yeah, you want like a solid gold Slurpee straw, like just stupid stuff.
You want an Anthony Gargano personalized bobblehead. Does he have a bobblehead, cuz?
I don't know.
I never call his show, so I never ask him.
He was on the show last week, you know, Jose.
I was on hold, and I had to hang up.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, we were going to try to take a lot of calls, but then we just do what Italian guys do. We just kept yapping for 2 hours.
And it was funny.
Yeah.
People the
I wanna
stories.
do
We
a
couldn't
one-up
interrupt the
cuz.
stories, Jose.
I know.
Yo, cuz.
I know. It's that. Yo, cuz.
So anyway,
I love
Jose,
that cuz.
don't promise them anything yet. Say that you're going to go to Fantasy Fest. Have a good time. Make sure that they get you there.
You got to
because-
be in the VIP, first of all.
Yeah.
First thing, you got to be behind the velvet ropes. You don't want to mess with the riffraff and the schifosos out there.
That's right. You got to make stupid, but you got to make stupid. Like people are coming up with some of the demands.
We have a
here.
list of demands,
The
Jose. Wait a minute, we're helping you out here,
I
Jose.
want pennies, but I want it loose, not rolled. You want like a brandy jar, a brandy glass full of M&Ms, but no brown M&Ms.
Exactly
Okay?
right, man.
Make some stupid stuff up, Jose. They
Ain't
want-
stupid.
I want. No. You know what? You know what I want? You know what we should tell Big Boss Nahagians?
What do you want, Jose?
I want a big giant bottle of Budweiser.
You want a big giant? What?
You want
Bottle
like
of Bud. Why they're only come the biggest bottle they make is like 16 ounces.
You want to get off for a 40 of Bud?
No,
What's the matter with
you need your own personal case of Budweiser in the metal can, the aluminum cans.
Oh yeah.
Just for you on ice in the corner of the VIP.
What you want is you want Pat Egan to with a radio flyer dragging a keg of Budweiser behind him, serving it to you out of a gold chalice. That's what you want,
Damn
pal.
right. You want your own pimp cup.
Yes.
Yes.
You need to make
I like
ridiculous
it.
demands like
Pat,
that, Jose.
Pat Egan needs to walk behind you 2 steps. No
No offense to
more,
Pat
no
Egan. I like
less.
Pat Egan, but I'm just saying, he works.
With a radio flyer filled with the aluminum cans of Budweiser and ice.
Yes.
And he needs to follow you around all night.
You need 2 of the hottest chicks on the Sixers dance team to be throwing rose petals at your feet as you enter the establishment. How's that? Rose petals on a red carpet, baby.
And Jose rolling in, brother.
Jose just bouncing. Bouncing.
I see it now.
What up, yo, everyone? What up,
This is
Biggie.
I'm telling you, Jose. This is what you gotta do, bro. Do not sell yourself short. They want you. You got him by the ankles, brother. Come on.
Ankles. He's got it by the cojones. Coleone. Cojones, whatever you want to call it. Balls.
Short and
I think it's
curlies.
Spanish for
How's
nuts.
that? Short and curlies?
The short and
By
curlies.
the way, according to my Facebook fan base and Twitter fan base, some people say you owe it to the fans, Jose, go. And some of them say, nah, Jose, just stay retired.
No, Jose, you owe to your fans to be, comical and be interactive online with your fans. You don't owe it that. You don't owe your fans to sell out to the damn radio station because
right.
they're the ones that are getting off on you being there, Jose.
And here's the other thing.
You as a draw.
You got if that's gonna be your final appearance.
That's
it's
BS,
gotta
dude.
be big,
Huge.
It's huge. You don't say I've retired, but I'm gonna stay in retirement until I go to Fantasy Fest and then retire again.
You tell them I want a Pegasus sitting on 20s.
Exactly.
That's what I want. All right.
Damn right, man.
I want an actual Pegasus. I want Dubs being released.
Arturo Gotti gloves and Mickey Ward spikes, yo. I want to watch all 3 of them while I'm there.
Steven Summerson is agreeing that you need to go to Fantasy Fest, but your demands need to be tough.
You're damn right. You want a LeBron crown like the King. Remember the crown?
You want a Royal Rumble sized ring filled with midgets with all of them impersonating all your favorite wrestlers over the ages. You want a mini Jimmy Fly Snooker jumping off the top rope.
Jimmy Superfly.
Jimmy Superfly. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Can I have my own Jose Pit, like Piper's Pit?
Yeah, exactly, man.
You tell Matt Hagen to call me, and I will speak for you, Jose.
I'll negotiate this deal if you want. I've a great negotiator with Matt Hagen.
I will get you a
I've got a great history with Matt.
I will get you a 1987 Merlot Broham with the trunk filled with Schlitz on ice for you, my man.
40s or just a regular 12 outfit?
Now, I just looked at our schedule, Tony Bruno, and the weekend before is what we have already booked. So the 26th.
But you need tickets to that. They won't just let you in.
They're not going to let me in?
I don't know, Tony.
You know who I am?
I know who you are. They know who you are, too.
I may be the guy who has to escort Jose into Fantasy Fest.
Ooh, how's that?
You want to talk about a plot twist? You want to talk about a freaking plot twist? You want to see every single employee in that station's ass just go shrink up? I'm sorry, Robin.
Are you kidding me?
That would be something.
Beautiful, man.
That'd be funny.
All right, Jose, last thing. Jose, last thing. Big three. Did you go pay to go watch Allen Iverson not play last Sunday night?
No, I did not, because I thought I'm going to use a couple Iverson references. We talking about practice, man. Not a game. It's 3-on-3. We got 4-pointers instead of 3-pointers, yo. It's funny to me, too, man.
I hear you, man.
It's funny to me, too.
I can't even dribble a ball.
Jose.
Yeah, I was like that. I didn't go.
Oh, there's Kirk Cousins, according to the Washington Redskins general manager. Did you see that story that the Washington Redskins GM kept calling Kirk Cousins Kurt?
Oh man, he's got one more. Look, and seriously, thoughts and prayers for Kirk, who's got to feed his family on $24 million this year.
I can't imagine.
Listen, let's just all bow our heads in a moment of silence for Kirk Cousins and his family and his kids and his loved ones.
Does he have kids?
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
He could probably adopt 700 of them right now if he wanted to. But he's got to feed them on $24 million, Tony. It's a shame.
It's not fair.
No, it's not fair.
Life
Tony.
is
It's
not
not
fair.
right, Tony. It's not right.
By the way, I have breaking news. As of this hour, we are monitoring Dallas PD radio tonight. And at this hour, no Dallas Cowboys have been arrested in the last 3 hours.
Oh, you
Stay
kidding me
tuned
right now?
for the rest of the show. We will have continuing updates on Dallas PD Live right here on the Tony Bruno Show. It was nice though, at least for.
I got a theme song request for the city of Dallas.
You do?
You ever saw the TV show Dallas?
Of course.
Nope.
You never saw Dallas?
No. I know, like the whole country was in mourning or shock when JR got killed or whatever it was.
Who killed JR, by the way? Do you remember?
It was the daughter.
Probably one of the defensive linemen for the Dallas Cowboys, to be honest with you.
No, wasn't it the blonde chick?
I don't remember. Was it the show?
I think so, if I recall correctly. Hey.
Patrick Duffy.
Was it Patrick Duffy?
Charlene Tilton.
Charlene Tilton. That's it.
Charlene Tilton. That's right.
I think it was the little blonde chickie do.
Jose, listen, brother. I don't mean to cut you short. We got a few more phone calls to go. Actually, we didn't cut you short. We left you on for about 25 minutes. But we have a couple stories to get to.
Yes.
But listen, when you talk to Matt tomorrow, do not agree to anything until you talk to us. Do you understand? You have my phone number. I'm off tomorrow. Actually, I'm not off tomorrow, but I can talk. Call me. You let me know what they're offering you, and then we will send out what's called a counter offer. Jose.
Yes. It's worked well for me in the past.
Yes, extremely well, as you can see by Tony's hat.
Okay, Bobby.
Jose, we love you, brother.
So run that by me again, Luigi.
Just call me tomorrow. You talk to Matt. When you talk to Matt, you say you don't agree to anything until you talk to management.
Exactly.
You talk to your agent, okay?
Ownership. Yes.
Got it.
Talk to my team.
That's right. You call us, and we'll call them back.
And then we'll walk in and we will demand that we play this song when you and I walk into Fantasy
What do you
Fest.
got? What do you got, Tony?
Rico.
Suave.
Okay, Bobby.
Exactly right, man.
What up?
All right, Jose.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Later,
Here's the great Jose
Bye,
from Marathon.
Jose.
There's no way that they go out there and they headhunt Jose. They're not even gonna. You got to go pick him up in style, man.
We did that all the time.
I'm saying, you think you're gonna?
We did that on the podcast.
You think you're sending up Uber? You think you send up some 19-year-old punk in a Toyota Tesla or whatever the hell it is? Some stupid car to go pick up Jose?
Toyota what?
I don't know, a Tesla or whatever it is.
Tesla's not Toyota.
No, he got the other kind of.
Tesla's like $100,000.
He needs to at least be picked up on the back of Tony's scooter or something.
Damn right.
Okay,
Ay, papi, qué rico. Dame más, dame más, dame más.
Now, one of my Florida stories is kind of, it sounds a little bit like Jose.
Is that air conditioning messed up again?
Yes, Tony.
This is an outrage.
It's hot as hell in here, bro. Seriously.
Tell me about it.
I'm sweating.
So
I'm sweating like the Phillies with a 1-run lead in the ninth. I'm sweating right now, dude.
It's so hot out.
Oh, man. That's what people were chiming in earlier with it's so hot.
I know. We need to do something.
Robin is slapping the table. She's mad at me.
I won't do the goddamn stinking
All right, Robin.
Frickin' Florida update.
It's so hot, we might as well go down to frickin' Florida. All right, how about
exactly
that?
Right.
Well, this is kind of like a heaven. This is kind of like a heaven and hell thing. And Jose, this story is about a Jesus.
Jesus.
Exactly. This is just a really, this is not the main Florida story. This is just a short, quick Florida story.
We like them quick down there. I had a lot of quickies in Florida in my day.
I bet you did, pal.
Damn right.
This one, did you? I don't know if you saw this, but you know how like sometimes you like the Final Destination, right?
Those movies.
Those movies.
They were horrible.
The horrible movie, but
you
this was.
You ever seen one?
Nope, never
I
seen
watched
one.
the first one, and I'm like, good. People I don't care about die. Let's make another one. Oh, people I don't care about, obnoxious teenagers die again. Good. That's not enough. Let's make more.
So if you don't know the premise is Final Destination, it's like a group of teenagers that somehow miraculously survive something that they shouldn't have.
No, they die.
But then fate comes back at them and then kills them one by one by one. That's I think I've actually never seen the entire movie, but
I don't think they live. I think they all die.
Well,
and they should.
Jesus was at the wheel in this particular case. He was literally at the wheel because the guy's name was Jesus. In where was he? In Orlando.
Hello.
He was driving on the freeway, and above him, on one of those overhead overpasses.
Yeah, that's what they call them.
A truck was exiting and overturned, and unfortunately, he was carrying the truck. The big semi truck was carrying those huge pieces of scrap metal.
Yeah.
And it flew off and landed on this guy's car and literally crushed the top of his car.
Dude, Jesus.
Exactly.
Jesus is right. Jesus is right.
Jesus had a little help from his friend Jesus, and if you see the photographs, look it up. It's Jesus took the wheel in Orlando, and he was driving a 2003 Pontiac van. The top of it, it looks like a rocket, fell on top of this car, and the entire driver's side is crushed. And somehow or another, he walked away with just scratches.
Well, he's a lucky bastard.
He's
It's about damn time.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
Why do you think his mom named him Jesus?
Jesus Armando Escobar survived the crash with only minor injuries.
Well, it's a miracle.
It is a miracle. That's why more people should be named Jesus.
I agree. Especially if you're an atheist.
What happens when you die? Nothing. That's the worst.
Seriously,
the worst thing ever.
I don't know if you can see. This is a very small photograph. Can you see that? Can you see how
Yes,
crushed
I can.
the car was? It's unbelievable.
Can we get to the funny stories?
Speaking of dying, did you see what the
Do you want me to do
Houston
both?
Astros
Yes,
did
I
with
want
their
the funny
center
stuff,
fielder's
too.
glove?
Yeah, they actually had they had a funeral for Carlos Beltran's glove.
Yes.
He can't play in the field no more. That was great. Are you kidding me?
Unfortunately, today it rose from the dead.
Oh yeah, you had to go out
His
there.
glove came out of the berm out there in center field in Houston.
So you want me to do both stories at the same time?
No, we'll save that for
Okay.
later.
Well, we're not gonna do that story.
We're gonna
We're not gonna do back-to-back Florida.
Of course, why
Do we have
not?
any calls on the line?
We do.
Let's go to the phones, damn it.
All right. I know the people on the phones are pissed off about that. Well, it's AJ from Cincinnati.
Let's go to...
Where are we going to now?
We're going to go to AJ from Cincinnati. We haven't talked to him in a while.
Cincinnati, where the Reds, I believe, are sellers. And in the cellar, and Jay Bruce, the former Red, apparently on the block from the Mets. Did you see that?
Well, he's been on the block since last year. Chopping block, actually.
But the guy is still a power. He's got 24 home runs. He's not a slouch.
No, he's had a better year than he did last year when he got traded over.
But the Mets are trying to get something in return because their season has been long over. Started off great, right? Now they stink out loud, the New York Metropolitans. But AJ in Cincinnati, he's ready for the return of your Cincinnati Bengals. Another season of disappointment at the end of the year, AJ?
Good old 8-8 Marv, huh?
What up, Bruno? What up, Miss Robin? What up, Luigi?
What up, AJ?
What up, AJ?
Yeah, thank God football's coming soon. Just 9 more days until training camp. I'm optimistic. if the offensive skill players can stay healthy, like Eifert and Jonathan Ross, our first-round draft pick, and A.J. Green, I think they got a chance, but I'm concerned about that O-line because they lost Whitworth to the Rams, and Zeitler signed a big, fat money contract with the Browns. And defense, the front seven should be better, but I'm still worried about the secondary. But I'll start, worrying about it when, the season, gets closer on September 10th.
Well, the big story is the Cincinnati Bengals have not had more arrests this offseason than the Dallas Cowboys. So that's a good sign right there.
Just wait till camp opens.
Oh, well, Pac-Man had a little I only know the
Good
refrain.
loving gone bad.
We can't play anymore.
I know. I'm at my 25-second mark, 15-second mark, whatever.
No, 15.
Well, guess what? Then we're gonna get. Oh, sorry about that.
Hang on. Let me give you my Jennifer Lawrence update.
Whoa, I don't know why it's still playing though.
I don't
Sorry
know
about
either.
that.
Let me do the
Well,
Jennifer
we still got
Lawrence.
AJ on the line here.
Oh, AJ, I'm sorry, man. Anything else? I apologize. Wasn't he hurt in his last game, and then he was traded anyway, even though he had like a back thing going on? Yeah. No, I mean, I said it earlier, AJ. I said it earlier. You look at teams like the Diamondbacks, the Colorado Rockies, the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yep, the Brewers.
I mean, those teams have really played better than anybody could have imagined this year. And obviously, there's a lot of disappointments. I mean, the Giants, the Mets. I know the Mets had injuries. The Giants have been a mess.
But still, the Mets with that pitching rotation, though, man. They were
I know, but
role.
they got guys hurt, and then the Orioles, who were in this race, pretty much have given up now. They got a lot of guys on the block, and even though they're technically still in the hunt, they pretty much have folded the tents right now in Baltimore. So, but you got to give the Tampa Bay Rays credit, Luigi.
For what?
For what? They're in second. They're 2 games behind the Red Sox.
I'm messing with you.
I mean, they're on a tear right. It moves ahead of the Yankees. They're one of those teams quietly just hanging in there, man, in that American League East. Red Sox, Rays, Yankees, and then even the fourth place team. Who was the fourth place team in that division now? You got it all written down. You got the Red Sox are up by 2 on the Tampa Bay. The Yankees and
you got Baltimore and
Baltimore is are they 4 back?
Yeah, because the Yankees are in third, right? Or the Yankees? No, the Yankees are dead last.
No, the Yankees are in third place. They're behind Tampa Bay. It's Boston up 2 on Tampa Bay. The New York Yankees are 4 back, and then the Orioles, I think, are 6 back. So the Orioles are pretty much packed it in because they know they're not going to leapfrog all those teams, and they're so far behind in the wild card race that it's pretty much over for them. But they were Toronto's in last place. The Blue Jays.
I always forget Toronto's.
I always forget.
I don't understand why I forget.
No, the Blue Jays are buried.
It's amazing how